update us on where you're at and just, is it just contact that they're holding you back from?
They get the answer that. I'm not going to dive into the injury or whatever. I'm going to dive into.
Are you confident that you'll be good to go when the season begins?
Yeah, I'm pretty confident.
I mean, you seemed how do you feel, Darnell? Because we were watching you out there, and you did most of the drills and kind of.
All of them.
Yeah, you did all of them. So you didn't seem to be backing off.
Yeah, no, it definitely wasn't. Yeah, I mean, it's a fluid thing. Take it day by day, but I'm feeling good.
You have this shortened off season to try and regroup, recover from whatever injuries you've got, get ready to go. How different was that for you to have the timeline so compressed and be managing an injury at the same time?
Yeah, it kind of forced me to kick my feet up and relax for the first time, and it was good. I think for me, that was just the relax, get away from everything, reset, and it was a great summer.
What'd you do?
Relaxed. It's a good summer.
Darnell, obviously you guys have had high expectations before, but you never went as deep as you did last year, and you can't get that close. Do you sense any sort of difference amongst your group now after the great run that you had last year and the expectation, the bar? Is it even higher somehow?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've come into camp so many years with the expectation of X, Y, and Z, and put a lot of pressure on ourselves. And I think we kind of learned a lesson, so to say, last year of coming in and looking way too far into the future and not taking care of when we got to get through a good camp and build the foundation of our team game that we want to get to when the regular season starts. And then there's 82 games against very good teams in this league to even give yourself the opportunity to punch a ticket in the playoffs. So I think for us it's just taking it one step at a time and focusing on that as opposed to focusing 9 months away from that.
And the pressure as a group, can that filter down to individuals? Paul Coffey talked about how he wants guys to not put so much pressure on their own individual game all the time and have fun with it and realize that. Do you sense at times that maybe yourself, you put a heightened amount of pressure on yourself?
I mean, it wouldn't be in the position I'm in if I didn't put pressure on myself and expect a lot from myself. So with that said, there's definitely a balance to it. You have to enjoy each day we have. I think that's a big part of playing this game and playing in this league. You got to enjoy every day that you have here, and that joy brings a higher level of work ethic, I think. And when you're coming and enjoying what you're doing each and every day, you're going to have even further commitment, whether it's at the rink, away from the rink, and just make the most of the situation. I think we've been learning that. We've been learning that, and me too. Just to enjoy these moments.
It looks like probably a new partner for you. With the trade of CC. How important is it going to be to try and get a little bit of synergy, some chemistry? You got a couple of guys here, whether it's Emerson or Stetcher or Brown or whoever, but to try and find that early on.
Yeah, I think that's a big part of camp is just to go out there, get touches, get familiar with each guy. That's a good part of our group. You've seen over the course of even last season, sometimes Koff will throw you out there with different partners depending on situations in the regular season, and then sometimes you're forced to go into those spots. So I think we do a good job as a group of becoming familiar with each other, and that starts on a day like today, and it was nice. I was out there paired with MB, and I thought that was a good first day.
What do you know of him, and what are your early impressions?
Just a little bit about him from being around him here at camp, and obviously his work ethic, extremely hard work ethic. The true pro. He's always in the gym, getting ready, getting prepared, cooling down. So, and he's got just playing with him, his attention to detail out there on the ice. Looks like he's gonna be a really good pro.
Are there things that you can do, Darnell, to try and make this easier for these guys? They're going to be competing for these spots. There's opportunity there. How can you help smooth the way for whoever this is going to be with you?
Yeah, talk. I think communication is the biggest thing. When you communicate early, you get that second sense of where your partner's going to be, and that's what this is all about. This is what preseason and training camp's all about, is building that foundation, not just in the team game, but whether it's your pair or your line, you got to do the same thing.
Do you expect to play some preseason games, and how many would be a good number for you to?
Honestly, I'm not sure. Yeah.
Hey, Darnell, obviously with Chris Knobloch coming in partway through last year, we saw what he did. How much do you feel like this group can benefit with the full training camp under Chris Knobloch?
Yeah, I think it'd be great. I think obviously he came in a tough spot where you're in the season and kind of in survival mode, and now we have the opportunity for staff to kind of build that foundation of the way they want us to play from game one. So looking forward to camp. Like I said, today was a really good day of building some of those stepping stones, and they were very, very clear in their communication and what they want us to do.
We saw a look at what Chris Knobloch and this group can accomplish going into late June. Is there anything that surprised you of your head coach, maybe perhaps along the playoff run, that maybe caught you off guard that you haven't seen from other coaches, or was it pretty much status quo?
I think just the calm demeanor. I think that the enjoying every day. I think that's a lot of that seeped into our game, especially in the finals there, when our back was against the wall. And you look back multiple times over the course of that playoff run, our backs were against the wall, and you could have got really tense. And we found ways to play our best hockey in those situations. So, just those little antidotes to each day, and bringing that work ethic and checking that we can bring every day.
Darnell, what are some of the challenges of trying to integrate with a new partner if you're not going to be able to play games for a little while, and how do you maybe smooth that transition a little bit?
We get more than enough reps in practice, so as long as you're detailed and focused and purposeful in your reps in practice, those things come about.
So not to belabor it, but is this thing in the rearview mirror, do you think? Or is it going to be something that you kind of have to monitor even after the season begins?
What thing?
Your ailment.
My boo-boo? Should be fine.